Toby from iTunes Speak.
My name is Toby Kramer, and I'm an organizer with the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network. We're a network of Jews committed to the Palestinian right of return and ending the Israeli colonization of historic Palestine. Like so many times before, the state of Israel is unleashing lethal violence. Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, most of them refugees of Israel's past crimes, already living under siege in what is an open-air prison, are now being bombed and massacred. Now is the time when Jews must decide.
Yes!
What side are you on? As we speak here, there is an event at Temple Emmanuel in San Francisco attempting to justify the Israeli genocide of Palestinians. Other members of the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network, with members of Queers Undermining Israeli Terrorism, Jewish Voice for Peace, and the Catalyst Project, are holding a counter-demonstration. We cannot let that kind of hate go unchecked or allow Judaism to be used as a political cover for colonization. All across the world, people have taken to the streets to demonstrate their anger and their solidarity with the Palestinian people. But political leaders, from Obama in the US to Putin in Russia, from Hollande in France to Sisi in Egypt, are almost unanimously backing Israel's fight. This is an expression of their commitment to continue buying weapons that are, quote, battle-tested on Palestinian civilians. It is in protection of their economic and political interests in the Middle East. They have once again extended a diplomatic shield to Israel that allows it to act with impunity in complete violation of international law. Less than 2 weeks ago, Mohammed Abu Khadir, a Palestinian teenager, was horrifically set on fire and burned alive by a band of Israeli vigilantes. The perpetrators were acting on the racist incitement against Arabs by the political and moral leadership of Israel. As Israeli fighter jets set out once again on missions that will murder Palestinian children with the highest and most sophisticated technology of death, we have an obligation to make every effort, not just to say, not in our name, but to help put an end to this. Genocide begins with the indifference of the world. The time to act is now. We call on our fellow Jewish people of conscience to bring support and solidarity to the Palestinian resistance and liberation struggle in earnest. We demand an end to U.S. aid. We stand in our own histories of resistance to genocide, some of us the children and grandchildren of Warsaw and Vilna ghetto resistance fighters, when we stand with the Palestinian right to resist the latest brutal assault in over 66 years of ethnic cleansing and colonization. Let Gaza live! 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 Thank you, Toby. Thank you. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! End the occupation now! Regardless of how much violence have erased our people and history, the Palestinians will continue to be among the most resilient and courageous people the world has ever seen. Despite harsh crackdown on protesters by the people IDF, Palestinian villages in the West Bank are rising up and organizing massive mobilization. Protests against Zionist attacks are taking place all over the world, every continent. I am proud to say that we are among them. San Francisco, stand up! We are here to protest Israeli aggression on Palestinians.
Well, it didn't do any tricks. Unfortunately, it didn't move. No. I love when it moves, I can just run that way like a scared little girl.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
That was a morning.
Free, free Palestine!
Oh yeah. When Bo tried to walk away with your... Oh yeah, that little That was
That little son gets fun as a stitch.
that was a morning and a half. We had good energy that morning too, I remember. Until he came up and got all iffy and stupid.
Well, it's in the past.
Yeah, true, right?
So yeah, we're still down at the post. We're still down at the post office.
Good.
We're not Staples over in Berkeley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we even got tents set up and everything.
Yeah, I saw that on the site. It looks cool.
It's actually a lot cooler in person.
Oh, yeah, and then I read too that they're occupiable. You can actually.
Yeah, I've been staying there.
Yeah, people can sleep in them. They're not resort tents. They're normal. It's like they got them on the public sidewalk, and I guess the BPD is a lot more understanding.
Well, more or less.
It's basically a decommissioned part of the sidewalk.
Oh, better than here when they rabble rouse you and wait till, oh my God, in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they don't do that. They just have DPW over. Release the order. Oh, and forget.
Did you see Raul's video?
No.
Raul had interviewed one of the people from DPW, and they actually say they target homeless people here in San Francisco. So.
I was talking to one early this morning, and he was saying that the uni guys are really bored. They'll just take at you for no reason.
Oh, the fair investigators.
Yeah, the spare infectors.
Yeah, whatever they're supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give them any information. I just walk away.
That's true. They're not really police. They cannot detain you. I mean, yeah, you've not paid your fare, which is what.
So we have a march going on here too.
Yeah. So, but how much? So their tickets probably they can't even get you for like a 200. They can't get you no fine.
And the charges get dropped.
See, they don't have to sit lie in Berkeley. And the police told me yesterday, or day before yesterday, as long as we don't have any complaints, there's no problem. So, although the Staples did call the cops on us a couple of times, but that was to be expected.
Oh yeah, at Staples.
And the cops told them basically to fuck off. That we're allowed to do what we do.
It's a protest. It's a politically protected protest. You can't violate your civil rights. You're not that big of a corporation.
Oh yeah. So we got about 1,000 people here for those of you watching on live stream. We're here in San Francisco at Free Palestine, Stop the Bombing of Gaza. We got some speakers happening. I wanted to move away from the front a little bit, but you did get some good crowd shots a little bit earlier. There will be a march after the speakers are through. And this is a coalition of many, many different Bay Area leftist groups under the umbrella of AnswerSF.org.
Please tell me we're not going to stay on the sidewalks. Not with this many people.
No, we'll take the street. We did last week.
We'll take that beautiful street.
Oh, dude, we did the last time.
Good. Whose streets? Whose streets? Palestine streets. Their streets. We're supporting them. It's their street. Our streets are not Palestine streets.
Well, let's check the chat to see who's on.
Yeah. I mean, to connect in with the protest.
Hey guys.
Show support. Yeah, our streets.
Yeah, we will be going on a march here. Thanks for the Global Revolution. Hey Kat, how you doing? Still live? Mike, let's see what else.
Well, the banner disappeared. I guess they stayed for as long as they needed to. They moved with it.
Well, mine is at Freeman Sullivan for those of you who are watching. That's my Twitter tag.
Oh, they're probably going to find out where.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Thank you for Global Revolution. We're up on a bunch of different webs. We're up on a bunch of different channels on the web now. So. Let's move to the end of the back of the march. That way, when it starts, we can be ahead of it. All right. That way, we can give you some better coverage. Pardon me? Now we're going to move to the outside of the march, so when it starts, which will be here in just a few minutes, we'll have a better position to give you a shot of the parade, or the march. We got lots and lots of people. More and more people are showing up all the time. I'd estimate the crowd to be about 1,200, which is pretty good here in San Francisco for a demonstration. Pardon me. Pretty cool silk screen, huh?
Oh, yeah, South artistry.
Artistry is
It's
beautiful.
good.
That's a good stencil. You can tell it's stencil. Why didn't you get the fresh ink on the back? Maybe they hadn't dried that. That's good.
Yeah, it looks like they haven't dried yet.
Has anybody seen Sarah?
Here.
Somewhere. She's got a little black backpack for me to carry this thing. Until I get mine back.
It's around someplace.
She'll probably catch up.
A lot of us are here. Banner is right over there.
I'll take a seat here for a minute. Hey, what's up, Jacob?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, troublemaker from day one.
Troublemaker from day one.
There he is.
There he is. What's up? Nice. Where'd y'all get these, man?
There's folks walking around that may have some extra.
That's it.
Maybe some other ones that have some extras.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tiger. Tiger.
Tell me if it's fine, Ari.
So we still have more people showing up. Thank you. Crowd has swelled somewhat. I guess we're almost up 1,500 people now.
We need the water. So everybody will be drinking.
Let's take a little bit of a breather before we get started.
Okay. All right.
I understand. Okay, this is Bart. Bart is our live streamer. This guy here, for how many years did you make political posters? About 40 years on Telegraph Avenue.
Okay.
He's made silk screen political posters, okay, for 40 years, all right? And they're handmade, okay? And that's the guy that does it. Although he's not on the street every day anymore, okay? The avenue has changed.
second breather here. Thank you all for joining us. This is Freeman Sullivan here in San Francisco.
All right.
Trying to check the chat here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks for retweeting out there. Thank you there, Catwoman. Susie QOPN. Hey, Vlad.
Well, I figured out where the Occupy Action Council banner moved to.
They're over there.
They moved it again. Yeah, it's right there, right across the way.
It's a good spot. Curiously, there's no Zionist protesters here. Counter demonstrators.
Lastly, there are many of us in here today, but we need to translate our strength into harassment of the political leadership, the cowardice leadership in this country and across the world. I would say the following: our political leadership was born without a spine. We need to give them genetic mutations and constitute a Palestinian spine for them. That's what we need to do. We need to harass them, call them. Next 2 weeks, they will be coming to their offices to sit on their couches and sleep. You need to sit in their offices, have a sit-in, have a civil disobedience, let them drag you down. You are the one that representing justice. They're representing atrocities. You are representing the highest ideals and moral and ethical standing. They're representing bombs and destruction. They're representing the bankers. They're representing the corporations. And it's about time for them to represent all of us. Power for us, power to the people. I am very optimistic. Even in the middle of one of the most despicable atrocities that is taking place, I'm very optimistic. What is taking place across the world is undeniable. 100,000 in South Africa in Johannesburg, 100,000 in London just yesterday. In France, in Paris, they actually, the French government attempted to silence them and went out in the streets, disrupted the railroad. That's what takes place in Canada. Across many parts of the Muslim world, and the Arab world has been silenced. And that's something we need to speak about. But in the Philippines, in India, in many parts of the world, people are rising up because they see the dispossession of the Palestinians speak to their own dispossession. Their Palestinian state of powerlessness is reflective of their own powerlessness. And therefore, they're rising up to say that a new day is needed, a new world is needed, and it's not gonna come from 10 Downing Street. It's not gonna come from the White House. It's not gonna come from the Champs-Élysées. It's gonna come from all of us coming together and changing, ending military-industrial complex, ending corporate greed and complete dispossession of the people, ending the bank stranglehold of all of us that prevent us from being courageous in making a different world possible. That's us. We need to make it possible, and don't allow them to silence you. Don't allow him to silence you. Don't allow them to silence you. Now, for the Muslims in the crowd, not to exclude others, but there is a dynamic because of 9/11 to make us fearful and sit in our rooms, not to speak from power. It is time for you to stand up. Don't allow me to make spiritual work and the word of silence what has to speak and what needs to be spoken. And stand before justice that it needs to be.
For those of you just joining us, we're live streaming from Chelsea Manning Plaza here in San Francisco. This is your live streamer, Freeman Sullivan. We're here covering the pre-Palestine stop the invasion of Gaza by Israel. We will be marching here in a few minutes. Kind of hanging outside at the edge of this. Have a great crowd, about 1,500 people. It's expected that we're going to be marching down Market Street in a funeral procession.
What if you run? Where'd they go?
I'll take a seat for just a second, folks.
Down in the
more people are still showing up.
They never had a worker state.
August March is sponsored by a group called AnswerSF.org, a coalition of over 40 groups. Organized this. Bay Area's been coming together pretty frequently now in the pro-Palestinian market.
Let me explain what Soviet Union was. Soviet Union was a workers' state. Because they had expropriated they had not established much, but they needed conditions prerequisites for some people because they were still in the high investments for production because they were still fighting the house up until but they started going to basically extended the revolutionary military. That's not what you don't extend your revolution military. You extend that's not socialism. No, but you're saying that they had socialism. But you can't be socialist if you're extending your revolutionary like you have to.
Where they going?
Police presence is minimal. In fact, I've only seen a few police officers since I've been here. The crowd is still growing.
Good crowd than you expected.
Yeah, it's a good crowd. It's late in the day.
Way over 1,000.
Way more.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Build up in World War II and why the fascists were able to gain power.
It's very good to here.
Organizing revolutionary organizations in other countries.
Sí, yo también todos los compas a ver si me rolan un poco.
I'm going to break here before the march starts.
Oye, ahí te veo, güey.
Well,